Hi, good morning everybody. This is Hydrangea update number whatever. I don't know. 3, 4, 26, who knows. Anyway, as you know, I'm trying to grow some hydrangeas, and the reason I want to grow them is because it's raining out there. If you see down along this area right there, all along those trees, there's a church there, and then all below the lower half of the trees is all just dead branches, and I thought it looked like ass. So I went and cut all the dead branches off. Folks around here didn't like that because they thought it provided like a barrier, a visual barrier between here and the church. I thought it just looked like ass, so I cut the dead branches off. But I want to plant something back there that's going to grow. So I want to find some kind of nice flowering bush to plant along the left side of the driveway there. My little rental car, since my truck's in the shop. So yeah, I've been trying to grow some hydrangeas. Well, the first 4 cuttings I took about a month ago, here's where they look. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty sad. 6, 7, or 5, 6, 7, 8. Public education counting. Nice little weed growing there. It's doing pretty well. But that's the only guy that hasn't actually gone crazy. So I'm gonna dig him up, see if he has sprouted any roots. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know. But I'm gonna take care of him. So about 2 weeks ago, I went back and took some more cuttings from my sister's hydrangea, and I just put them in water, a little red Solo cup. And this is what they look like 2 weeks later. They're still kicking. There's nothing wrong with them. They're doing good. So I had some rooting hormone on them when I put them in there, just as I did with those guys. But they're not rooting. They're just there. So what I went online and I saw a video of a guy that says, put them in one of these clear bins like that. So you still get some indirect sunlight, plus it creates a more high humidity greenhouse effect for them, keeps them wet. So I'm gonna try that. So we're gonna see how this goes. I'll replant these guys, and hopefully it'll be decent. We'll get my dirt. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of continue the experiment. I'm going to leave 4 of those just in water and put 4 of them in dirt and see how they go. Here's my rooting hormone, Miracle Grow Fast Root. So I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna put some more on everything. First I want to see. Oh, that didn't go well. That's okay. They're all gonna get redone anyway. Son of a bitch. All right, let's get rid of all the old water. Bring home. Definitely not the staples. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4 of them back in water. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 of them I'm going to put in dirt with rooting hormone. So here's my dirt and vermiculite mix. Mix it up some more. The dirt that I have here is a high compost. Came from a horse farm. A lot of manure and straw, dirt. It's the same stuff I put in my garden, and everything in the garden grew really well. So hopefully this stuff will grow well too. Alright, I'm going to do similar to what the guy in the video did. Put a couple drainage holes in the ones that are getting dirt. So they can get a little bit of drainage in them. Little solo cups, you can use them for anything apparently. Alright, so, got dirt. Chunk of whatever that is out there. Alright. 1, 2. 3. 4. 4 with just the dirt. Now, there's not much left of my hormone here, rooting hormone, so I'm just gonna, they're nice and hydrated. You've been sitting in water for, 2 weeks. Just jam them in there and give them a good pat down here, pack it in. All right, 1, 2. See, when you do this, you want to make sure that the cuttings are hydrated. So definitely say they're hydrated. They've been doing nothing but hydrating for 2 weeks. And it should, according to the videos, it should take a couple weeks to start rooting. So, and it says you need to plant it like on the, put this out in indirect sunlight on the north side of your house, which is pointing that way, out my front garage, out my front door. Alright, so those are in there. Let me go get some clean water for these. Be right back. Back with more things of fresh water. I'm going to do the same thing with these guys. I'm just going to dip them in some hormone. Jam them back in the water. Ooh, wow. This guy actually did root. Look at these. He did start rooting. Man, look at that. I didn't even notice him. And this guy did too. Look at this one. 2 of them started rooting. That's awesome. Those are going back into the, put those guys directly in soil. That is that's a nice discovery. I didn't think any of them actually rooted. So, that is awesome news. Apparently, if you just put them in water and give them enough time, they'll start to root. Now let's see how old boy here, one that's been in the soil for a while. if he started rooting. And he does not look like he did. So I'm going to put him in this individual pot right here. It's just an extra pot that I have. I'm going to use him as a, not a control, but to see how he does. See if I can bring him back to life. Never know, he may die in a couple days. He may live. Who knows? We'll find out. But those two, these three, actually have three that have roots. That is awesome. I didn't even know that I had any. Let's see if I can find something to put them in. Small pots. One pot. Two pots. Oh, I need one more little pot. One more pot with this in it. Here's a little. You know what? I'm gonna put this dead one in this pot here. He's just a little guy who needs some roots. Alright, and now I'm just gonna take these three that have actually started rooting. I'll give them a little bit more hormone there just in case. I don't know if that's a good idea or bad idea, but that's very exciting that they actually started rooting. I'm ecstatic. I'm so ecstatic. Alright, that's one. Where all these pots came from. A little bit more dirt. Clean them. More dirt. Oh boy. Alright, the last one. I hope none of these three die. Now they actually have roots. Alright, I'm going to put them all back in. I'm going to put the bin over kind of where I had the original ones. I'm going to take the bin and put it back over here, right there where I had the pot sitting originally, and we'll see how it goes. So wish me luck and see if the old experiment works. See you later.